高兴 What's that?
I'm happy.
很好，很好，很好。Yeah, the autumn is coming, right? A little bit. Feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Southern California, recently not terribly hot. So it's the big good news for us for the weather. Yeah, I'm working on the characters of the island for the project. One of the company asked me to do the characters, and they want to videotape the process of doing that. And actually, they saw the video I'm doing for the request for one of our customer, and I put the process video on the YouTube, and they saw that they think they want it. And then I found I want to share these characters in our class for teaching, for practicing, and also I think always time for learn the character, because kind of similar. Did you feel? Yeah, for the bird, and the bird characters is on my list, of course, for teaching. I still remember, Emily, your first time you showed me the calligraphy bird and put a little bird there. So we do some, and we have some the phrase called, the category for landscape in Chinese painting, we call mountain and water painting. Other call flower birds painting, right? Yeah, other category for flower and the birds painting. And we do have lots of phrase beautiful to put on, like flower is fragrant, or flower is beauty, and the birds is singing the song. And also in the landscape painting for the birds, but not really see, because birds is small, mountain is big, right? If you paint the landscape painting, cannot really put some detailed birds painting there. But they put the characters on there. This is like an empty mountain, only see birds sing song. Nobody talking there, nobody there. Something like that. Anyway, we are going to learn both these characters. How many you learned the birds painting already? I mean the birds, for painting, not the characters. Emily, you know already, right?
No, I'm excited. I've always wanted to learn how to do birds. I've tried doing birds, but
because the time you put the birds on the character on the top, that one is your you think you thought just the practice, not the not school learning.
That was luck. That was called luck.
Okay, and what about the cat, Kathy? Did you learn the bird?
No, I do birds, but I, my own little way. And the heron,
good.
I've done the heron with Henry.
Yeah, so I print out from, we have the birds book there, but I think in my class, I choose some things we are doing. I can give you copies. And the very basic, like the contour line things for the birds, for the structure, right? For the structure, for the form, I print out for you, and you can as when you do that, you can as reference, not reference, I mean the reference image in your mind, or you can try to do some, from different angle, the bird's gestures, in like two eggs. Two eggs. That's very important, you know, not triangle, not the rectangular. It's two eggs shape, one big, one smaller. And what's really egg is like the one and not even oval, right? One like the one side a little bit bigger and one a little bit shorter. I mean the smaller, right? So for the body part, like a little bit short, the shorter part, a little bit larger, and the tape down a little bit. So in your mind, when you do the real birds painting, and the head a little bit, you know, like the big part a little bit smaller taped, right? And the other part a little bit bigger. And then you know twist the two eggs where can twist neck part and the wing put the different angles. You know, it's very interesting thinking about the two eggs and which part can be turning and the twist, and also overlapped from different. So in your mind, overlapped the two eggs, right? Very interesting. So I keep that one. And yeah, later when you do birds, you can think about that image. Useful. Very useful. Okay, characters first.
Excuse me. Last evening, I spent copying that page because I thought that would be a good exercise, just to copy all of those different positions. So that was good practice.
Yes.
Yeah, I appreciated that.
Yes. Copy is very important. Because, you know, I think there's a story for artists, of course. You know, for the oval, for the egg shape, you know, I thought I could do that, and I tried to draw that. Whoops! No, you know, no, not egg. You know, it's irregular shaped some things, or just doesn't looks like egg. Very hard, actually. So yeah, copy that, and of course different angles. Yeah, good exercise. Mm-hmm. Okay, the island first. This characters is kind of hard. You know, looks not balanced, but you try to balance the whole characters, and a lot of vertical and horizontal together. But you try to make it beautifully, like the birds, a little bit like a birds-like beauty and the balance. You know, when birds stand, you know, how to balance itself for the body, wings, and the head. Very interesting. But it's hard, but in the walking and even the cursive style is beautiful. So I bet Kathy, you will like it. The standard first. There's mountain, right? The mountain thing, and the other part for the birds is like the 4 dots, you know, for the feather thing, tail feather thing, or some things indicated which one is which one. Is easy to distinguish. I mean, tell the difference. Help you to remember that. Okay, so standard first. Small slant, right? And then left-hand side, this vertical longer, you know, for the box of upper part, right? Like that. And the right-hand side for the box of this shorter. Okay, 2 small horizontal in the center, right? And the larger, I mean, the longer one, like the big feather things for the bird, longer and a little bit up, kind of to close this. Like that, right? And then big, like the curve thing, okay, like the fence things, some things, or the body of the bird, actually, like a hunchback things. And connect with the hook, like that. And then the mountain, right? So over there's birds over the mountain, the small mountain. So there's indicated island, not people there, but birds there. So this is a mountain, right? My mountain actually a little bit too large, a little bit too large. I think more smaller, more shorter in the curve of this hunchback things, more prettier. Okay, and try to, look at the sample. Try to put, because I call this hunchback thing for the birds, right? Try to keep straight for the mountain things and with the upper, this box things, right? See the sample. That's keep the things, crucial point to keep the whole characters balanced. Okay, and then walking style. You know, this walking style, the sample is from 八大山人, 八大山人, 八大山's writing. His writing, his painting is very unique, right? Very unique and simple, and also show his mood and the characters a lot. His, I mentioned once, for his calligraphy is very beautiful and very peaceful looking things. I said like everything like sank down already, sink down already, and not angry anymore. Interesting thing is, see his painting, his calligraphy. It's like the hard pen, hard brush does, like a stick does, right? Not that much press and lifting, like the same width. You find that? Okay, anyway, for this part, a little bit simplified, but still same way to same order. Okay, do this first, and a little bit of twist here, indicated here, become the vertical, like that. And then doesn't have to be, seriously from here. It's the whole box can from here. Even taller, and two of them, larger one. Not serious hook, and the mountain keep straight, up straight with this one. Yeah, something like that, walking style. And then cursive style. Kathy, you will like that. Cursive style is more like a back to the kind of birds looking thing, right? The big feather of some birds on the top of the head there to start with this slant, right? And then, the upper part, I will, analyze stuff that, okay, you do like this first, right? This first, indicated a big feather thing on the head or some things. So the slant connect with a little bit horizontal. Do this first. This can be longer, right? And then the bottom one, you do another like this one and connect with the hook thing. Do this to connect. And then connect with the mountain. Remember the mountain, the cursive style. We can do like two parts to separate the mountain. We do this one and this one, right? Separated the mountain characters to that. Okay, so put them together. This first, right? And then this, and then mountain to like across this hook-like thing or connecting strokes. I put them together, that it looks like the whole thing together. Yeah, do not separate it each elements. Okay, and then you can make it a little bit, prettier. Yeah, so looking at the sample. Clerical style, we always say, because we learned clerical style, right? A little bit hard to write, but actually it's the first before standard style. Before this is the earliest, so it's more like birds, right? It's more like the bird's image thing, actually. It's just after the seal carving script. Okay, the top one, instead of the slant, right? The carving thing on the hard surface, it's doing this way. Carving mode, okay. Conceal the tip and then not really press, move, and then lift, slowly lift, do not sweep. And then the vertical, I said, instead of absolute straight, normally in this style, a little bit, slant. Horizontal. Short, vertical. Two horizontal things. Let the second one, the later one, seal the box. And then the big horizontal one, try to do the style goose tail flying. You know, like a bird's feather, right? So this part is exactly like the birds. And then the bottom one. Not really hook, carving, yeah, just put something there. And then mountain. Stroke by stroke. Yeah, that's for the island. Easy, right? You know, you don't have to just remember everything in your mind. You know, after practice and you do that, and the next time if you need, you can check back. And even the computer science will remind you things of the strokes order. So you do not have to worry about the things about the remembered each strokes, you know. You remember the whole structure and what does it looks like and how to do the strokes. Okay, this is the bird. Okay, standard style first. Exactly like same looking, right? I mean, except the center things underneath is the water-like thing, fire-like thing, the feather-like thing for the 4 dots or the mountain, right? Okay, so birds, standard style. Same thing, exactly same. Even the different people, I choose different sample for this part, but I will let you know if computer science does or for remember, for recognize the character, they are the same. One, two, the third one longer. And the 4 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's bird. Standard style. And then walking style. Walking style, same exactly the same characters and the same order, same strokes before for other part, except the last part for put 4 dots connected. It's like the one stroke of horizontal, but put a little bit like a connection, right? The 4 dots, put them together. Some people that's really connect, but still 4 dots, you know, like the the last like that. And some people do even more connect, doesn't really show the 4 dots, 4 strokes, like our sample do really like that, or like the 1 stroke for the horizontal. But for the most prettier, you still want to show the 4 dots there. Yeah, better you know, do some things, practice a little bit, shows a little bit, at least in the front, right? Okay, so this one, and this one, and this one. 1, 2, 3. This one, and some things like that. Cursive style is very interesting though. Cursive style is like the same thing as the island things. Okay, do this first because it's birds, right? This first. And then connect with the, like this one. Okay, so from here, then do this one here. And then back to the center for like the 4 dots or whatever things like that. Okay, so put together. Yeah, the whole hunchback things and the four dots things for the feathery things, whatever things in the center, or thing you can think of. You only the body part, and when he's stand there, probably cannot from perspective cannot see the things like the feet or things cannot see, so it's hide things, only see the outer line things, contour things. And this the clerical style. Go slow, even lift, go slow. Longer, vertical. Horizontal. Vertical, shorter. One in center, horizontal. The second horizontal to seal the box. And then goose tail flying, kind of dominant strokes. Big feather things. Four dots. In this case, this is the earliest. So this is more like the bird's tail looking, right? The two center one more straight, and the side one to the left and the right. So press and slowly send it to the end to lift. Do not sweep this style. Center one. Slowly lift, carving, okay. Slowly lift. Do not sweep. It shows. Gradually lift. Gradually lift. Yeah, otherwise, if you sweep, it shows different. Okay, that's the clerical style for the birds. The seal carving style, the earliest one, it really shows some things interesting where this character come from, and really birds-like things. I know Henry does the seal carving. Yeah, I'm going to ask to see if he's available to come here to show the carving style for the birds. Henry, are you available?
I'll pull out YouTube just a minute.
Oh, okay. Thank you. For the seal carving style, I think once you explained, right, when you do some birds painting or was carving or things.
I'm gonna share a video.
We cannot see.
Okay, hold on. I said I'm going to. Okay, start.
That's the logo thing, right?
Oh, that's the English shooting style. Actually, not shooting style, my own style. EIRE, mimicking the seal script. First did this interesting calligraphy. I think, yeah, that's not a real seal script. It's just English.
That's an image for the BIRD, right?
Right.
Like a bird's looking picture or some things. Is that all you have?
Yeah, probably that's what I got.
Okay, could you please come to my side? I want you to write the seal script of the bird.
You can do a Google search, I think. Let me do that for you. Seal script bird. Yeah.
Or you want, okay, that's if you want, yeah, check it, you can do, we can do.
Yeah, I got all the
later.
variations here, so I can share with you. No.
Okay, we can post later in our classroom. It's okay.
Yeah, just a quick look. Okay, that's the seal script. Yeah, these are our small.
Oh, yeah, seal script for the birds.
Right.
Yeah, and even we can even someone even see the bird's head, the bird's eye, you know, the eye, the dotted eye in the center of top, and the lower part shows more like a feather tail looking things, or the wing together with the body and the feather things. Okay, anyway, that's how much for the island and the bird, the characters. Any questions? Those two are very similar. Any questions for the characters?
Yes. Would you review the cursive for the bird?
Cursive for the birds.
Yeah.
Okay. Just like look at the sample for the sample first. Okay. This one. Any question you have, or you think it's too simple, or cannot, which part cannot see clear, or want to show something?
Yes. Can you break it down and how it relates to the other character? That would help.
Okay. Emily is very serious learner. Which part is which part? What's the logic for that? I like it. I like it. Right. And even then, you try to simplify it or become your way. You can base on that exactly. Okay. Like the upper part of anything like that, like these things, right? Like become whole thing just for this. That's it. That's it. Yeah, for that. And for the things like that, lots of things that become almost the same, huh? Almost the same. And actually those and the bottom things together is become, how do I describe? After this, like a roof things, and back to here and do things like that. Sometimes it's hard to explain which stroke is which stroke. It's probably, I should say, these strokes, longer feather thing, the longer feather thing, the feather thing become, the feather thing become this thing, become the big horizontal like thing, and the whole hunchback, the hunchback things become this, the bottom things. I will say that. Yeah, because like one stroke probably indicated a few strokes, and when it's become cursive style, sometimes it's changed, just the image looking thing. I think that's the best my understanding I can do, yeah, for the things. So do this first, indicated the upper part, or the upper part, and then this part indicated like a big feather part connect, and all whole hunchback included the feather thing, 4 dots things become this. The small hunchback, easier hunchback, simple hunchback things. That's 3 parts of them. Helped?
Victoria?
Okay.
Victoria?
Yes.
When you do it, do you lift your brush off completely, or do you just sort of lift up a little bit and just keep going with the flow? Do you intentionally lift up, or maybe just sort of?
Not on purpose.
Okay.
Not on purpose. Sometimes you just remember, do not think of the paper. You just remember your chi flow of pressing and the lift. Sometimes it's 100% lift off there, and sometimes it's kind of the like a silk string, a very, very, very small connect still shows. That's why the most important things is not the image on the paper, it's your chi connection. That's why we say sometimes your brush is off, but you still can see the chi still connected when next time you press it down, right? Yeah. Good question. Good question. That's you can call it not on purpose. Also, you can call it looks out of control. Looks out of control. You exactly lift or still a little bit connect shows, right, on the paper. But actually, the most things you controlled is your your chi, your connection on your hand, yeah, not on the paper. Because sometimes a little bit dry shows totally off of the paper. Very good question. Okay, and then we look at the bird. Let's do a couple of the egg things. Actually, when you see it, it looks like exactly like a bird. It is birds looking things, but we never think of or things can overlap or become that kind of shape, right? They are flying or they are standing or some things for different birds, just the different proportion or some a little bit different on the feather color of the feather, right? The basic things are about the same. Do things you sit your handout and you try to do things you think is typical birds or some or some things for which birds we mostly see. This I couldn't think of. This is really what I'm going to do is overlapped, right? Overlapped. See if I can do that. The big body part oval shape, and then the head totally overlapped things, and I just saw one side and the little big things, and from here, you know, the feet, and then tail. All birds can be like that. See, here need more oval shape, right? And the flying one, choose the one next to it. That, and the head, it's like knocking down. I hear. Yeah, you can do lots of practice like we do on the orchids or on the chrysanthemum tail. One wing here. And the one actually is here, this side. Okay, and one seems sitting here. A head is looking that side. Do not really see the eye, and the foot, little foot is here, hook on the branch probably. The tail. Okay, what else? So the flying one, and this is always, of course, when you fly, the wings opened, and when it landing, so the on the side, the wings, right? And what else you want? You can do, you know, anything, flying and sit. Do this one. See the oval shape. I didn't do good. overlap. So the head a little bit up. Tail. Wings shows on the side. Little foot. Okay, I think sometimes when you do the real things, you do not have to do the 2x, the sketch first, or you can do very light things, or even in your mind, yeah, exercise. Lots of flying positions you can do, and the different perspective things is really interesting. See what I do this. This is very interesting. Doesn't show that much different. Anyway, you can do a whole bunch later. And I want to do the birds, the real, the painting one, the birds. I give you the handout. Do you have that? Yeah, we can start to, for fun to do that. And that's the birds. I'm going to use this. This is semi-sized paper. Which one? You can choose either one. I like this one, the green one, a lot. And also, I like this guy. This guy with the big eye, big eye, big beak. Looks so funny. For this, have you ever know this country for the Kingfisher? Because they eat fish. They have really big beak, really big and powerful beak there. So whatever you like to do first. Well, what I'm going to do, I think I want to eye first. The eye, I call it eyeball. Eyeball first. And then the pupil-like thing. I do the dark one first, and the dry ink first, because later, if I do the lighter one, it will smell, right? After eye, and then beak. The principle is the beak, the opening, the upper and the lower, right? The middle line, the opening line of the beaks under the eye. Do not do on top or in the middle, under the line, under the eye. So you do the things like that. Powerful beak for this small Kingfisher, this bird. Okay, and the other, I do a little bit for his head. And a little bit like the nose-like things. And then the bottom a little bit shows part of the other side of the bottom, the beads things, you know, you can put half line for that. And then a little bit like the dots like things on her head feather things. And some just the black, doesn't have to be full of them. And then do the feather things, because this is a 斜翼, right? Like a wing feather things like that. And then the tail, I'm going to use this press and the lift. Press and the lift shows this one. And then a little bit like the belly thing to do like a contour things. And he's standing there, right? The foot is like the thumb, the other things. That's very, very shady. And this this guy with the red kind of the vermilion color of the belly. Yeah, don't worry, a little bit white lifting, yeah. I think this part lagging a little bit. Too dark the color. And the head and the beak even more red actually. I put some vermilion and dark red like the rouge things for the beak. Also his this side a little bit actually the red, the real birds for the feather. A lot green. My perspective not very good in this case. Anyway, actually, and in his eye, a little bit green, a little bit red there, but you can leave it just okay, so do more copy of that perspective, different gesture of the birds, because that will help more. I mean, precise of the birds. Anyway, I'm going to write the characters here for birds. What about just the cursive size? Too big, I don't want it. Let's try the small one. So that's birds. And so this case, we didn't really do the wings and the feather things. So for the feathered things, like this guy, you do it shows for the feather things. You can use very dry brush to do the big feather things. You can like tail feather. You can do from the bottom up like that. And also you can do the wings, like this kind of wing feather. You know, use a dry brush to do. Yeah, this kind of things. And to do the foot, usually very very 写意, meaning right, not concentrate on that. And the beak one, you think of the plow stroke. Try to do it very very powerful, because bird's beak normally very powerful, useful. Even later we can do the eagle, right? So do this. Yeah, even very thin but very powerful line. The center one and the upper. You know, the bottom and it normally shows a little bit line and do like that. And the eye, sometimes you do the center vertical things like that, or sometimes like the two strokes, one large horizontal, vertical, one small vertical, and sometimes like eyeball and like this kind of things, do this in center, and sometimes just a one dot. The depend on what kind of birds, or doesn't matter. Yeah, I think for the calligrapher, for you to have lots of practice on calligrapher, the advantage, lots of advantage is for the feathering, the big, we say the flying feathery, the big feathery, big feather things on the tip of the wing, Yeah, you go the dry stroke of a press and then lift, press and then lift, to do this. That shows a lot beauty, Right, this kind of stroke shows a lot beauty, and also the beaks. Yeah, you do this very decisive. Don't worry about the shaking a little bit. Yeah, just go slow. Remember the plowing stroke. Yeah, to do the beak. And some people do the eye, the ear things, or the nose things with a little bit, the small strokes of the hair things, and some pictures doesn't show. That's how much for the elements do the bird. And we will do more later for the color of the feathering. There are some Lingnan school birds painting to do how to do the kind of the shining color, bright color on the go with ink, and do some dots on that. It shows color with the ink to do the birds. And first, this is the first class we do is from calligraphy strokes, how we can it's transferable to use in the birds painting. Okay, any questions you have?
Yes. What is that book that you're using, and is that something that you sell?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, so we have that book. It's called the
book. Yeah.
Practice.
What's the name for that? I don't know.
Practical manual, the bird's book. Yeah.
Under book, under the book section. Yeah.
Can we see the cover? Okay, great.
Mm-hmm. It says simplified character for the flying bird. So with lots of I can simply show here with the birds this type, and how to do the feather and the different birds' head. You see that? And this painting, I give you at the handout. And this is the sparrow. So in Chinese painting, with the bamboo, and the most common bird is sparrow. Sparrow is the very, very basic basic birds, not peacock like beauty color, but birds. Sparrow. Okay, and then in some painting, sparrow with banana, with a plum tree, with bamboo, sparrow. And this is a swallow. I don't know in this country, swallow, because it's a red belly feather, and with the tail different. Yeah, different. You know, we call the suit in the wedding. Do you call? I forgot the word. We call the swallow. What they call? We call the swallow suit.
We call it a
We-
tuxedo.
Yeah, tuxedo.
Yeah, but there was a slang at one time. It was a penguin. It was the penguin. Look.
Okay, penguin. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so this is the swallow, and the swallow with the very famous painting, swallow with the peach flower, peach tree with the bamboo, with the wisteria, but not the flower yet. Very light color. And this is pigeon. We have a phrase actually. Next class, I'm going to teach is something about the qi. We can review, and is do you call pigeon is the peaceful image of the no? Okay. Anyway, this is
Dove. The dove.
dove.
The dove.
And this is the Kingfisher. Normally together with the lily, the lotus flower, and the stand on the lotus pod, dry stem. Sit on that, stand on that. And I think that's why I choose this, because we do the lotus and Badashan's flower. Badashan does did lots of lotus and lots of this flower. These birds. And also I think his personality, he likes the big eye, with the white fly, the white eye there, stare at things, and the big beaks there. And this is I don't know how call it, not parrot, can speak, can mimic people's speak. What's that? Not parrot.
We have a mockingbird, but
Or a minor bird. They can talk.
Yeah.
but
Okay. Yeah. Birds can talk. Can mimic people's language. 你好, 你好. In Chinese. And this is, I don't know what species with the long tail. Normally in the early spring, and we go together with, we see it's happy birds, because go with the plum blossom, plum tree. And this is the crow, the blackbird. Some happy bird with long tail. And this is I don't know what is called, the little I know the word, I forgot.
looks like a partridge.
Little eggs.
Quail, right? Quail.
Quail, yeah.
Quail, yeah. And this is just call it the mountain bird, small mountain bird. It's like a sparrow but colorful, and talks a lot in the mountain. And this is kind of, we call it colorful mountain chicken, but actually it's bird.
Pheasant.
Oh, you know a lot, Mike. You know lots of birds. Yeah, it's I don't know why we call it mountain chicken, but it's not chicken. It's bird. And this is
Mandarin duck.
Yeah, always a pair of
Mandarin ducks.
Couple
鸳鸯.
in water, 鸳鸯. In water, always a pair go together. Chinese call it like a good couple. always to paint that and to send as the wedding gift or something for the new couple for this bird. In water, always swim together, and the male and the female looks different. Male always bird always male and prettier, more colorful. And this is show that I don't know how to call it. This is a bird, not peacock, but with the long and the beautiful tail. And this is the how to say parrot, yeah, can talk, mimic penguin. It's a peacock. Something, and this is white-head bird. We send it to the like people's anniversary or aged some matured marriage people's anniversary. Says wish you couples love together to the end, to both become white. We call white, we don't call gray hair. White head until white head together, which means, you know, wish you a happy couple forever. So because this is white hair on head, this bird. Some other birds. Anyway, that's how much for the birds book. Okay, class is over. And next time, I think I want to do the really good phrase. We try to learn the 4 characters phrase for the totally calligraphy is 2 characters we learned already. This is heart, right? This is heart. And did we learn that? I forgot. Ping means flat, and flat or calm or things. And this is the qi, we just learned, right? Qi. Have you ever learned that? Peaceful, or the word of end. Okay, we are learn those one, and I'm thinking because I always see some people learn Chinese character or learn the painting and the calligraphy. Or people, they like Chinese culture. They have some calligraphy like the banner things in their studio with calligraphy right there. Some people write the peaceful, and some people write some phrase there, and ask some famous people do that. So I'm thinking, you know, we can do that ourselves now. Yes, of course. To do this is really good phrase for that. And I think we learned the xin already. We learned the heart already. We learned the qi already. So we need to practice. We learn this one, and we practice all of together. And also other phrase is this is peaceful. This is also the good word to learn. 和平. So this phrase put together, the meaning is very how to say very good. Lots of people like it. So it means calm down. This is flat, but actually here is calm down. Heart, calm down. Qi, your breathing, peaceful. You know, it's kind of a logo things you can put on the banner on your studio, or people want to say, you know, some things like logo things, want to always remind themselves or to tell themselves, you know, I want to be that, or my studio needs atmosphere like that. Lots of people want to do this kind of things, you know, like the heart, calm down. And then of course, energy and the breathing is peaceful, right? You do not, you know, you do not want to things really says, that's a good word, but you put the one word like strong, you know, like strong, you put on your studio, or probably some people like be encouraged, you know, the strong, or you put the one word like fighting, you know, normally no. Normally you want to on your studio, you know, like this kind of things. Or this is also a good word. So we can, by learn those characters, we can have two good phrases. This is also peaceful, really, really good word to learn, peaceful. So, okay, next class, we are going to learn and to write calligraphy, like the banner things for ourselves, not very hard, and also good opportunity to practice the qi again, Those four characters are very, very good characters by itself or put together. Okay, thank you very much. See you next class.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Practice with the bird anytime.
Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you. Bye-bye.